Good morning, good morning. This is your girl, Coach O, founder and CEO of Action Speaks Volume Incorporated. Yes, so that, good morning, D. This is your girl, Coach O. I'm reading messages that's coming in as I'm getting ready to speak. Let's go ahead and invite a few people. We'll get this party started, and then we'll get right into what we're going to talk about today. Go ahead and invite someone if you would. Go ahead and invite someone. Share this out if you would. And we're gonna get things moving. We're gonna get things moving. Yes. So I'm just super excited. Always. So here we are. Good morning, Rosie. Good morning, Nikita. Good morning, Dee. Good morning, Mercy. Good morning, Brother Warren. Thank you all so much for joining. Look, this is your girl, Coach O, founder and CEO of Action Speaks Volume Incorporated, where I help you to build unshakable confidence, stop procrastinating, and to get your dreams out of your head into your life. I am known as your procrastination strategist and your behavior change expert. You see what the title of this live feed is. You won't pursue success if you have fear sitting on the side of you. Success looks impossible when you got fear sitting next to you. Success look impossible when you have fear sitting next to you. Do you know a lot of times when you're in places and you sitting too close to somebody, even if you don't know them, and if there is a time of waiting, you'll start talking? Okay, so if you are sitting beside fear, good morning, Anterica. Thank you so much for joining. If you're sitting beside fear, fear gonna start talking to you, right? You don't even have to know fear. You don't even have to be seen fear before. You could have been this person. You could have been this one that, I'm rah. You could have been this one. But then when you sit too long with the wrong people, what you used to think, you don't think no more. The things that you used to do, you won't do. The things that, and I'm talking about people that are going through. Because see, for people that are determined and have perseverance, that say that no matter what, I'm going to do what I got to do. But you have some people, listen to me, don't take this wrong. You have some people that will be persuaded when they are going through at the right time with the wrong folks, right? You can have a strong man, and this is just going to be an analysis. But listen, you can have a strong man. I love my wife. I love this and that. They be this and that and the third. But you let them be sitting beside somebody in the wrong situation. Conversations go wrong. You can't sit in a conversation. You can't start doing stuff that you know that's going to trigger your weakness. That's called temptation. You can't, you definitely don't need to be talking to nobody when y'all arguing and into it. That's the wrong time for you to be talking to somebody about your problems. That's where a lot of people get trapped up. That's the wrong time to be talking to people about your problems in your business, not just in your marriage or in your relationship, but even with your money. Because people will give you all type of advice that is not valuable at the time. You're vulnerable. You are vulnerable. So you have to be mindful of what you are allowing to come in. You got to protect your eye gate, your ear gate. You got to protect your environment. And when you got the wrong people in your environment at the wrong time, you will find yourself doing things. Have you ever heard people say, they ain't never get in no trouble? They was with the wrong people at the wrong time. They was a good kid. I mean, it's always a first time for everything. You can't say, well, I always did this and I never did this. But you can never say never because you don't know what will happen. But if you, good morning, Shanti. Thank you so much for joining. If you are sitting beside fear, it's quiet. The program hadn't started. It's quiet. They have not gotten started. It's quiet. You done put your seed in the ground and you don't see nothing sprouting up. Now you got fear sitting beside you thinking that was a waste of money. You got fear sitting beside you telling you that was a waste of time. You got fear sitting beside you telling you that it's not possible. Now, can I talk to you all? Let's do it. You are talking to people that are afraid to pursue, maybe because of an investment, maybe because of timing, maybe because of some limiting beliefs that we believe that we can't do it. We believe that it is not possible. We believe that we just gonna have to settle for what we have. We believe that no matter what I try, it's not gonna work. But you gotta get from around people that have those things. You need some partners, as my mentor Mary Morrison says, you need some partners in believing. And I like to say, you need some partners in faithing. You need somebody that's gonna have faith with you. You're gonna need somebody that's gonna bleed with you. Even if they think it's impossible, they're gonna encourage you to keep on pursuing. Fear does a lot of talking and wants to shut you down. Oh, yes, it does, D. Wants to shut you down. But see, when you think about there are investments that's going to have to be made in success. You are not going to be successful for free. I'm sorry. I am sorry. You will not be successful for free. So you have to evaluate, how much are you investing? Because you are only going to gain as much as you're willing to put in. If you want to start seeing compounds and you want to start seeing increases and you want to start seeing multiplication, you're going to have to start with something. See, a lot of us, we think that we can start with just a hope. We can start with just a dream. But see, that's just the beginning. You have hope and you have a dream, but your dream got to turn into a plan. And your plan, when you start mapping out your plan is going to require you to make some investments. And see, we think just talking about it is going to help us get what we want. We think just thinking about it is going to help us get what we want. We think, good morning, Toya. Thank you so much for joining. We think that if we keep just looking at it, that we going to get it. You know, I had to tell a lady yesterday, she said, I be glad when something happen. Ain't nothing going to happen and you still sitting here waiting for something to happen. You got to make stuff happen. That's why we are suffering financially. We are suffering in our finances. We are suffering in our bottom line because we're not willing to try something. We're not willing to make the investment. You know why a lot of us are not willing to make the investment? Because we're fearful of ourselves. I know this is not Transparent Tuesday. This is not Transparent Thursday. This is just keeping it real with Coach O. We are afraid of succeeding. Good morning, Toshiba. Thank you so much for joining. We are afraid of success. We're afraid. Do you know? See, with me, with one loss, I will make another investment. You know, back here about, I don't know how long ago it's been, 3 weeks, a month or so ago, or whenever it was, I was really upset. I was disappointed in a project. And see, I would have said to myself, the average person, a lot of people would say, oh, I ain't gonna do that no more. But you know what I did? I was upset about a book project, but you know what I did? The next week, I invested in another one. I did not sit back and say that, oh, I'll never do that again. I never would work with anybody again. No, you can't do that. And a lot of us, we will base our current action on our past experience. Can I say that again? A lot of us will base our current action on a past experience, and it is limiting you from moving forward. I just got to tell it like it is. I'm getting ready to get out of here too. We will base what we would do today on something that happened to us or something that we experienced. I don't care if it was doggone last week. Last week was last week. I can't do nothing about last week. I can't do nothing about that investment that I made. But if I want to keep on pursuing my dreams, if I want to keep on impacting the world, because I impact the world, I do. I have people that follows me all over the world. I do. Barcelona, Pakistan, Australia, Canada, India, Africa, all over the world. Literally, I impact the world. So I can sit back and figure, I'm not going to do anything else. I'm afraid. I can't be afraid. You chalk that up, baby. You chalk it up, you drink it up, and you keep on moving. That's why a lot of us are stagnant in everything that we do, because we are allowing, good morning, Regina. Thank you so much for joining. We are allowing past experience to determine our future successes. I can't do nothing about what I lost. I can't do nothing about what I didn't like. What I can do is move on and keep pushing. You don't let nothing stop you. You don't allow nothing to stop you. Don't allow not having the money to stop you. Don't allow not having the support to stop you. Don't allow people believing in your dream to stop you. You got to be your number one fan. You cannot allow nothing and nobody, nothing, no thing, and no person, nothing, and nobody, no thing, and no person. You got to keep it moving. You got to keep it moving. Take one for the team, baby. Chalk it up and say, we won, and keep it moving. You got to keep going. You cannot allow a past experience to stop your future pursuits. A lot of us have been stopped in our track because we said, well, I did this and that didn't work. Do you know how much stuff I done that didn't work? Back here in 2018, I was investing in cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. I lost over $10,000. But do you think that stopped me from investing in stock markets this year? Or do you think that allowed me to stop investing in stock markets back in 2019? No. Why? First of all, I need to recover some of my loss. So I invested. When we was a part of USI Tech, and them people left the United States, they was out of the country, and they left the United States with all our money. I could have, now what good would it be for me to sit around crying and whining they got my money? I didn't have a trace on them folks. I didn't know where they went with my money. And all the other people in the company didn't either. So for me to sit around every day talking about that money made no sense. What I needed to do is how to make my money back. And all of it didn't have to be in an investment. Some of it had to be with sweat and grinding. But you do what you have to do. You cannot settle for less because you are afraid of success. Yeah. A lot of us are afraid of success. That's why we don't pursue nothing. You're afraid of success. You flip your money. Now, I ain't do no flipping my money. You have to take action, Toshiba. When success is not easy. And I don't want to put it out here, and I don't want anybody to think that none of it is easy. But success requires consistency, and it requires you taking risks. You are not going to be successful playing it safe. We're not going to be successful talking about it. We're not going to be successful sitting on the sideline. You got to get in the game. If you're not willing to get in the game, you already know. I know some people, they would cheer on and say, we won, we won, we won. But in the back of your head, you say, I didn't even get to play. I didn't even get to play. I want to play so I can say I won. I don't want no trophy for no track race win, and I know I ain't put my foot on the track. I want to say that I ran. I want to say that I pursued. I want to say that I was determined. I want to say that I stayed on the track, that I kept on running. I ran when I was tired. I ran when I was almost out of breath. I ran when I was cramping. I ran when I was hot. I ran when I was wet. I got to say, I deserve this thing. I ran. And guess what? I didn't quit. I didn't quit. I did not quit. I did not quit. See, a lot of times we think, I got to get ready to get out of here. I'm going to give y'all 2 more minutes. A lot of times we think, good morning, Eva. Thank you so much for joining. A lot of times we think that, we complain about $5 and $10. Didn't you just hear me say in 2018, January 2018, when USI Tech pulled out of the United States, they had over $10,000 of my money. They had over $10,000 of my money. You didn't never see that on my face. You didn't never see me stop showing up. You didn't never see me whining and crying about it. You didn't never see me, oh, my money, my money, my money, my money. Do you know money is just energy? And where money goes, money flows. No money have left off this earth. This money is not off of this plantation. It's just going in circles and passing from hand to hand. You just got to figure out how to get it back to you. Good morning, Wanda. Thank you so much for joining. See, we'll sit back and worry about what we lost and what we spent, but you never look at, you got to start thinking about what you have left. What do you have to invest? A lot of us don't have anything to invest because we don't have no savings account. I told y'all last year that you should have an opportunity fund. When an opportunity comes, you should be able to pull from a fund to say, I can't miss this one. I can't miss this opportunity. The worst place that you want to be is to see something that potentially could work for you, but you can't afford to jump in the game. You can't afford to jump in the game. I ain't never been no punk with my money. I ain't been no punk with my investments. I haven't been no punk in believing. And I know that may be strong for somebody. And I know she's not using punk. Oh, yes, I am. What do you have to invest? You're going to have to invest some of your time and some of your money. Otherwise, you can get used to the life that you're living because it's not going to change. You are not going to be able to do the same thing and expect a different result. Because if you're not willing to put nothing in, boo, ain't nothing coming out. Ain't nothing that's not coming out. You ain't put no seed in the ground so you can stop walking and looking, talking about you nurturing the ground and you walking and you watering the ground. You go and water some ground that you ain't put no seed in. You can water it all day long. You can nurture it. You can go out there and lay on it. You can talk to it. You can rub on it. You can do what you want to. And when you get through, nothing coming up. And that's the way a lot of us do life. We talk about it. We nurture. We say, I want it. I sure wish I want it. I want it. I'll be glad when something comes. Nothing is going to come up until you put something in. Nothing is coming up until you put something down. Nothing is coming up until you put something in. Spirit talking. Come on now, somebody. You're going to have to make a doggone decision. Are you happy with where you are or do you want something different? Because if you want something different, you're going to have to do something different. If you want something different, you're going to have to make sacrifices. You can't afford to do everything, but you can stop doing some of the stuff so you can afford the things that you want. You can stop all this other stuff don't even have a potential of bringing you no return. You know, a lot of times we like to talk about assets and liabilities. Bill. Look at that word. B-I-L-L-B-I-L-T's. Liabilities. Your liabilities, anything that costs you your money. But see, we don't want to invest in ourselves, in our minds. We don't want to invest. And so we'll say, well, I'll just get what I can. I'm going to do what I can. You're going to get what you can, and you're going to come up where you can. Good morning, Willie. For free. Free don't take you far. Free will take you somewhere, but it don't take you far. I tell people I would rather pay for what I want versus you giving it to me free. Because see, free, they'll give you whatever they want you to have. Nothing comes up until you plant something in the ground. Look, I got to get ready to get out of here. I am getting ready to get out of here. You know, I'm Koji, so this is like my third closing. And see, y'all, you know, sometimes I'm going to say this and I'm going to get out of here. But sometimes we get so deep and we get so deep on every end. We get deep with our finances. We get deep in our spirit. We get deep in our some of y'all so deep you done got so deep that even if some was proud enough, you wouldn't see it. Cause you're too deep. Come up some. Stop being so deep and stop being so emotional. Get your emotions out of your business and make a doggone decision. It's not about how you feel. It's about what it have the potential to do for you tomorrow. That's where you got to put your investments. You got to be, like Joyce Myers, one of my favorites. She said, do it afraid. You ain't got to be, when you dropping $10,000 in a place, when you dropping $1,500 in a place, when you making an investment on this or $40,000, $50,000, when I got my Audi, that was a $50,000 investment. So I couldn't be that, I want it, but I don't want it. I want it. I don't want it. You either want it or you don't. And when you do, you got to be willing to put the seed in. You got to be willing to make the investment. But if you're afraid, keep doing what you've been doing. If you are afraid, you're afraid to put in the work, you're afraid to put in the time, you're afraid to put in the money. And another thing, it's not personal, it's business. I love you, Coach. You're the best. I love you too, Toshiba. It's not personal, it's business. But I'm going to leave you with this one last nugget. You cannot coach a person that already have all the answers. And if you already had the answers, you already had a solution to your problem. So you have to be coachable. I don't need a coaching client trying to tell me more than I'm telling them. I'm sorry. I don't. And if you want, well, now it's this and this and this and this, well, why are you with me? I'm just keeping it real. Just keeping it real with Coach O. You got people, they come with all these old teachings that's taking them nowhere. When you have to lay all that mess to the side and say that I am an empty cup, pour into me. You know the proverb said, when the student, the teacher show up or however it go, find it, look it up. Y'all look up everything on Google. You'll figure out what I'm talking about. But the proverb, you want to come up in there full. You want to come in there with everything somebody told you. You want to come in there with everything you done learned and everything you done picked up, everything you done caught, but you ain't doing nothing with none of it. So you have to put all that mess to the side and say, look, you know how we have to do even in our faith. You got to take up your cross every day. I surrender all. I surrender what I think I know because I know what I know compared to what he know. I don't know nothing. I don't care how many books I done read. I don't care how many degrees I've obtained. I don't care how much I think I've learned and whatever I caught, bought, and all these other different sorts of types of things. But when it comes to him, I don't know nothing. God, now you know. If I'm going to do this, you going to have to help me. I can't do this thing by myself. So y'all need to learn to shut up sometime. You won't help, but you don't really want nobody to help you. You won't help, but you won't help, but you don't want nobody to help you. Are you going to be open to being coachable? Are you going to be open to the advice that is being given? See, a lot of times we want to obtain so much knowledge, but knowledge, we say knowledge is powerful. No, knowledge applied is powerful. If you're not going to do nothing with what you learn, unlearn it. You ain't doing nothing with it anyway. Use that space for something else. Look, I got to go. I gotta go. But look, this is your girl, Coach O, founder and CEO of Action Speaks Volume Incorporated. I can't be nobody but me. If you're looking for somebody that's going to wrap everything up cute for you and pronounce everything all proper and talk all low to you and all these different sorts of types of things, I ain't your girl. But if you want somebody that's going to persevere, if you want somebody that's going to stick with you to the end, if you want somebody that's not just talking a thing, but living a thing, you want somebody that's going to do what they say they're going to do, if you want somebody that's going to tell you like it T.I. is, I'm your girl. But if you're looking for somebody to babysit your feelings, I don't have no daycare. I'm sorry. But look, I got to go. I help you to build unshakable confidence, stop procrastinating, and to get your dreams out of your head into your life. Good morning, Sandra. Thank you, Dee. I hope you all have an amazing day. Bye.